What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, confessors? How y'all doing? How y'all doing on this beautiful Sunday night? My goodness. How is everyone's mindset? Because the time don't went back, and I know when the time changes, I am a muck in my life for the first week of the change. You know what I'm saying? Not so much in the fall though. So I feel like I'm great. I'm feeling good because I got that extra hour of sleep. You know what I'm saying? But if you're 18, please leave. But you can like this video before you go. Okay, and you know what it is. If you are older than that, you can stay and kick it because you grown. And that's how we do it over here. Now let me bring up my lovely co-host, the one and only Miss Dina, aka Christina Moore. Hey
What
baby.
up? What up?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up, baby? Hey booze. Hey booze. Hey booze.
Okay, I know. BB is in the building. She ready for violence.
Well, she shouldn't have that much to be violent about because not a lot went down this episode, but we are still going on. Now, can we just talk about this fake ass drug test that Kiki don't took?
Well, I mean, they got home drug tests now, and they supposed to be 99% accurate, just like taking a pregnancy test.
Okay, true. But a lot of people have been making the accusation, but everything was negative. You supposed to be on methadone or whatever it was to counteract getting you off of it, and that wasn't in your system either.
Hold on. Yeah, she read the list, right? Which she probably should have practiced reading the list, and I was very, very disappointed in her reading skills. But anyways, because there's certain things that they say on TV all the time. Now, there's some shit on there that probably can't nobody read but a doctor. I'm on a bunch of medications myself, and I can't read half of them, so I get that. But the barbiturates and opioids, they got it in the news all the time. So now I could probably go find one of these 14, 17, whatever tests and go through it. I don't think methadone was on there.
I could have sworn she called out methadone.
Let's see. What was it? Home drug test.
Okay, I guess BB do got a little bit of violence. We'll get there, BB.
Was it 14 or 17?
14. I don't even know. Because I don't even know what you're talking about. To be a 14 or 17.
Here's one. It's a panel drug test for 14 different drugs. I think that's what it was.
Is methadone one of them? She read down the list what everything was.
So marijuana, cocaine, PCP, amphetamine, ecstasy, methamphetamine, opiates, oxycodone, methadone. That's supposed to be what she's on, and this little cup looks like something that she had. Barbiturates, benzodiazepine, buprenorphine, tricyclic antidepressants, and propoxyphene. So this looks like what she had. But remember, in that one episode, I want to say she said she stopped taking the medication because that's what was making her sick. Remember the episode with her husband? Now, I ain't 100% saying she did or didn't say, but I thought that she alluded to the medication what was making her sick, so she stopped taking it, or she's on all these medications or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe they just got it overexcited.
So let's say she is on it. How if she is on that, what does that cause one to act like?
Well, the methadone,
how do you act when you own that?
They say that the methadone is supposed to so basically when you own drugs, there's these whatever, I can't remember the name of it, is released from your brain. And so like these endorphins or whatever released from your brains.
Okay.
And so it what happens is your brain tricks yourself into being happy or depressed or sad or whatever the drug is supposed to enhance or whatever. But over time, your brain and body start to crave these endorphins because they're not producing them enough on their own. Like, like you've got that friend, they don't drink, they don't do drugs, but they just be naturally high all the time, good time, blah, blah, blah. Like their body is producing these endorphins that keep them in a good mood. Right. Well, some people's bodies don't. And then that's when they have to, take these drugs prescribed. And then there are other people who self-medicate with alcohol and, various different drugs. And then their body is like tricking their body into being happy because you're taking a chemical to make your brain release these endorphins. And then when you don't have the chemicals, then your brain, that's when they get the twitching and tweaking and all that other shit, because your body is now crazy. And I forget, like I just saw this drug show on this, and I wish I would have took some pictures, but it showed like how much, for example, it was on a bar chart. So basically your body, let me get it where y'all can see, it produces this much endorphins to keep you happy or high on naturally. But when you start taking these opioids and barbiturates and all these other drugs, it was like this much on the bar chart. Like, so it was like 1,000 times more.
Yeah. Mel picked that up from CVS. If she was popping pills, why would she need methadone? That don't make sense unless she stopped popping pills and changed to was using heroin.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, but that's not necessarily true, because if you watch that opioid,
but is it a possibility though?
Well, I mean, if you watch that opioid documentary on Netflix, what is Dope Sick? There's one called Dope Sick, and then there's the oxycodone documentary about the whole family or whatever. Then people who were on those opioids, it was almost like they were on heroin, but it was in the pill format. So depending on what,
I've seen that on Vice.
Yeah. And so they was taking these kids, and it was a small town, and they was taking these kids, and it had like some church group or whatever, and methadone was what they used to get these kids off these pills. And one girl kept going back to the pills, and then she couldn't get the pills, so she started on heroin and overdose. So
shit.
These opioids are like the pill format of heroin. And so when they can't get pills because these pills are prescribed, then and people run out, or people start cracking down on what you can buy, then they start going to heroin, because and people be cutting the heroin with all kind of stuff, and then you don't know what you really getting. So yeah, because now of course it's a controlled substance, so you can only get so much. I mean, even when I had my surgery, I think they only gave me like 30 oxycodone or whatever with no refills.
Yeah, they don't be giving no refill. Okay, so see, I don't know. So what's supposed to be better? Heroin?
Yeah, BB, that's exactly what I was saying. If you watch Dope Sick, I think that's what one of them was called, was Dope Sick, and I forget whatever the company, whatever that there's a documentary, whatever the family name is that came out with it, that was pushing it, like it wasn't Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson, but it was some other famous family. There's a documentary on all the documents and how they was pushing sales and how they was bribing doctors.
Yeah, I just ran across that last night looking for something to watch on Netflix. I seen that.
Yeah,
watch it.
So there's two. Dope Sick is more like the story from the back end, and it's got a little bit of family drama, but there's an actual documentary, a real live documentary with court appearances.
Yeah, Purdue. I remember them.
Yes. And it's got like actual
Thank
shit from
you.
CNN during the trial and stuff like that.
See, and that's just crazy how that shit goes. Like all of that, how they go into all of that.
Yeah, BB,
But
I couldn't have been you because I do have a high tolerance for pain. But normally, when you have for me, when I'm still able to move around, like I'll go get a tooth pulled and go back to work. Like my pain tolerance for pain, but I'm doing other things to keep my mind off of it. But when I had my hysterectomy and I had to sit down for 2 weeks or whatever, that drove me insane. I needed
girl, you was miserable.
No AC, plumbing issues,
Miserable.
couldn't drive myself nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And then, as independent as y'all know that I am, I had to depend on somebody to feed me. I had to have somebody here, because I'm on all those other medications for my heart. So I couldn't take a shower without somebody being in the house. I couldn't drive myself nowhere. I couldn't stand for long periods of time. I was miserable as fuck. I wanted them drugs just so I could go to sleep. And I was in a lot of pain because you just sitting there and you can't move.
Right. My pain, I can't move.
That's but with the drug thing, you know what I'm saying? See, they always say marijuana is the gateway drug or whatever. Low, I say if you want to do drugs, you go do drugs. And if you smoking marijuana and that ain't getting you up, or taking away the pain or trying to get you where you need to be, you go to the next step and the next step and the next step. That's why you got all these fools out here.
No, if you can get off of marijuana, then you got some. Well,
and here's the thing. That's why all these fools is out here, and some people just do it for the thrill. You know what I'm saying? You got more money than God. You didn't been to all around the world, and this, that, and the third. You just ain't got nothing else to do. So now they talking about, oh yeah, let's swallow and chew fentanyl packets. Sure, let's try it. Like the fuck, Oh, let's take some bath salts.
That's what I'm like.
The shit you put in your bathtub that bubbles when it hits water. So what is it doing when it goes into your system and you want to sniff it? So now your brain is bubbling. Y'all retarded. That's all I got to say.
And you know what? And that's why I'm kind of thinking what's really happened and why people younger people now have such a higher tolerance to drugs. Y'all grew up with bath salts and detergent packets and doing crazy ill shit like that. What else they used to do? Was it cinnamon? Was it
cinnamon? They used to
pepper?
Huffing. Remember when they was huffing with the paint fumes and stuff? Paint. And I don't know, they even got to the point where they was doing toothpaste, and then that's why I don't know about any other states, but I do know, like in the state of Georgia, because this happened to me when I was sick. Sudafed, you can only buy 1 pack of Sudafed per.
Oh yeah, you gotta get your ID for all types of shit like that now. Like,
and I remember I was sick and ran out of Sudafed, and my DOS was sick, and so I was like, hey Ron, why don't you run over CVS and give me some Sudafed, because I can't, because my 21 days ain't up. And he was like, I just bought some the other day. I had to get a non-sick front desk agent to go to CVS to get me some Sudafed, because I probably had 10 or 15 more days before, and they put you in the system. So just because you go to CVS, don't think you're finna go to Walmart or Target or
that's why they ask for your ID.
Exactly. So yeah.
Like damn, like you just can't get nothing. Like you can't even get well around here. Trying to get high.
Yeah, people do it. They trying all kind of stuff to get high. And the reason why they tolerance was so high because when they was in kindergarten, they was sniffing glue and markers.
Right. That's what I'm like. What? Yeah, I forgot about the sniffing glue. Like the most we used to do with glue was put it on our hand, blow it.
Is any of your moderators in the chat? Is BB or Monique a moderator so we can get this offshore breed whatever up out of here?
Excuse Yeah, I thought BB was. BB, are you my moderator? Can you delete? I'm in the pharmaceutical industry. I have to stop shipments to Puerto Rico for horse vaccines. People will find anything to smoke, snort, or inject. You know what horse vaccine? You know what?
No.
Though? I thought horse vaccines though could snatch you, because if you ever saw, oh my goodness, what is that movie? It's a movie with Gwyneth Paltrow in it, and it was a whole thing about being on the ranch. Oh, what is the name of that? Oh, that's a good ass movie. Oh, this is off on Twitch. Someone from Twitch is doing this. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't get to it, but yeah. And what about when they was dipping weed in formaldehyde and elephant tranquilizers?
See, and that's what I'm saying. All types of shit.
First of all, formaldehyde is what they use to preserve dead bodies so they look halfway decent so you can have a funeral. I'm not smoking nothing they put on dead people.
Oh no. Come on, what? Come on, what? Y'all got me fucked up. But anyway, back to Kiki.
Now, and this concludes our episode of Drug Education for the day.
But Kiki, yeah, I'm gonna have to see something else on that. But what killed me, I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too.
Okay, Kyle. Kyle said they getting it in. I don't know if Kyle's a he or a she, but Kyle said they getting it in. I ain't mad at you. It's just like drink.
Is it Kyle or Calvin? Calvin.
Calvin, whatever the name is. Do drugs responsibly.
Yeah.
Kyle V.
You doing in the privacy?
That's what it is. Kyle V in the CV. Okay, I get it, Kyle. But yes, Kyle, please do your drugs responsibly. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating or judging on nobody, because y'all know I loves to get my little drinky drink on. Okay.
And y'all knows I puff passes all day long. Y'all know I am the Duchess. That's what I should put in my undercork. Not a reality TV queen, but no, I retired from being the Duchess when I had to stop smoking for almost a whole year so I could produce all these positive drug tests, negative drug tests, whatever, clean drug tests, so I could get the surgery. And so when I came back into the game, I self-proclaimed myself as now the Hempress.
I'm with BB. Yeah. I want Kiki and Tiffany to go ahead and get it in, because I am so tired of the, what is it? He said, she said, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And then acting like you didn't say it. Now, I love a good, yeah, I said it in what? Because that's the type of person I am. I ain't going to say nothing in front of your face that I'm not going to say behind your back. And I'm at a point in my life where, people say I'm too direct or brash or harsh or whatever all these other corporate words is, but the job got done, right? That's what y'all pay me for. You know what I'm saying? With family members, y'all not about to talk to me any kind of way. I'm not about to talk to y'all any kind of way, and I don't do the family gossip no more. Don't get me wrong, I used to be all down for it, but now it's just like that disrupts my peace too much. So the fact that she be going around saying whatever allegedly, and then there's the Carlos King interview, and then you just acting like, well, that's not what I said, girl.
Baby,
it's once you put it out there on the internet, it's out there for life, because we all know there are trolls out there, and you could put it up for 30 seconds and snatch it down and somebody screenshotted it.
Thank you. It don't take nothing but 2 seconds. That's all it takes, and it's a wrap.
Right.
So
I just don't understand. Like, stand on, be like Nene. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said, and stand on what you said.
Exactly. But they're always going to go back and forth. And That's the whole thing with Kiki and Tish and Kiki and Tiffany. You know, I don't know. Tiffany is definitely gonna say something. Tiffany and Keisha is definitely gonna Kiki is definitely gonna have that moment because Tiffany can't help herself. She is definitely Tiffany just cannot help herself. She is going to say something.
And she needs something to do to stay relevant.
Leave my girl alone.
No, I'm just calling like it is. You know, I have no love or hate for anybody on
Let her stay relevant.
No, but here's the deal. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing about that is that she needs to, not only do she need to stay relevant on the show, she needs to stay relevant in the group. She's a new mom and she should be at home breastfeeding and resting and not getting burnt out since, you know, like I said, I sympathize with her on the postpartum depression and everything. So sit your butt down, get your rest, you know, handle your family and your household. And then when you are mentally prepared, then you can come back and do what you need to do. But I think a lot of this lashing out and speaking negatively on everybody has got something to do with her sitting at home bored and ain't got nothing to do when she want her name being brought up. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that's possible. That's
like, oh, I can't be on camera. At least them hoes can talk about me.
Right. And shit, you want to be talked about. You want to stay on the show.
Exactly. That's why I said
you're going to do what you got to do.
For her to stay relevant.
Okay, she gonna do what it got to do, baby. She gonna make it do what it do, baby. To stay on, shoot. You know? And it's probably, and you got to think about this, because Big Lou is away so much, this is something for her to do. Because you see, Big Lou is away and not in many of the scenes. So, yeah, this is something for her to do. It gets her mind off of it, where she doesn't have to be a mom, and she doesn't have to think about, you know, that she's almost, you know, a solo mom, because, you know, he's always gone all the time. And yes, she has the kids. I mean, I know her boys help out a lot, and they love Baby Ace like to tons. Like, Baby Ace ain't missing no love whatsoever. So it's just like, I feel that she just needs something to do, and this show is something for her to do. And it's, you know, it's fun for her. And we all, and at this point, the audience ain't taking this show that serious to where we think this beef is really happening to a certain extent. So she's just having fun. What is you down looking at?
Oh, sorry.
It's amazing how Tisha had all that smoke from Mel, not sharing, and now she don't want to talk. She is quick to leave. I do not believe Tisha and Marcel's view of Kiki. I mean, they go through a lot of trying to. They go through a lot of trying to be to say that she is what she is doing. I don't believe it all the way. I believe some to a certain extent, but not as much as they're talking about. I feel that Tisha Marceau might be overdoing it enough to overlook, you know, their shit maybe to not be talked about, perhaps, because, you know, if they're talking about this, then I'll talk about that. You know, and, you know, Marceau is definitely trying to shut those conversations down, because we've seen how he tried to shut it down with the Fletchers. So,
and not only that, I mean, how are you talking about, oh, we can't go on vacation for 5 days? Now, ain't nobody planning no child's birthday 5-day vacation 24 hours before it's supposed to happen. So all of this, we got this delivered, we got that delivered, and we know Marceau do a little bit of work, but it's other people doing the majority of the work that, you know, blah, 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 whatever. So I ain't trying to hear this. You can go to Africa for however long you went to Africa, but you can't go to the beach with your wife and kids for 5 days.
Ooh, very good point. Well, good point, Zita. I like that. Yes. Also, Tisha cannot go back on her declaration at the reunion that she will not stay if he cheats. She will never ever admit Marceau cheated. It's a business arrangement at this point. I I mean, goodness, I ain't never been married, so I definitely don't want to speak on marriage, so I can't.
Well,
But
I
who
can.
have been married can.
Let me say this. It depends. Now, let me tell you, when I was with my ex-husband, that man was screwing everything in town. But I stayed married because I didn't want to look like I failed. So it wasn't until there was some extracurricular activities and some domestic violence and this is that and the third that I had to go on ahead and let that union go because it was detrimental to my health and life and well-being. I sense that if allegedly, if Marceau has cheated or is cheating or whatever, she is sweeping that under the rug because she doesn't want to look like a failure. She doesn't want to go back on maybe what she said, or they staying together for the kids. And when that last kids graduate, I've seen situations where that last kid graduated high school and they filing divorce on the same day. They at the Texas Roadhouse smiling at each other, knowing the divorce is going through tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, it just depends on what kind of, situationship they got going on over there. But I do sense that, trust and believe, I've been in a situation where I didn't fought every woman in town to get a man that wasn't shit and then stayed with him for 7 years because I didn't want to admit that I failed. And it wasn't until it became detrimental to my life and health and well-being that I said, oh, okay, this ain't worth the fight. You know what I'm saying? So now that they're getting all this money together, you know what I'm saying? She probably saw how things publicly went between Mel and Martell and, how ugly it got and custody of kids and friends choosing sides. And it's what stick with the devil, I mean, who wants to be, how many kids they got? Who wants to be out there dating with all these kids? And now you've been on TV for so long. So who knows if the person is a behind closed doors stalker, if they just want your money, if they want their 15 seconds of fame, you know what I'm saying? So stick with the devil,
Exactly. Then did y'all see him take a lie detector test on IG? Yes, I was actually in the live for a little bit and I recorded some and posted it. And just yesterday, Kiki then went live and she got on and she was like, so her Marcel talks, squashed it, beef, came to an agreement. And he's gonna take a lie detector test right there on IG with her right then and there. And so then she turns the camera around to her dog and she starts calling her dog my bitch. And so she used the treats and a dog toy as tactics on how the questions would be answered true or false. With the treat, she would say if she would say something and if the statement was true, eat the treat. If it wasn't true, don't eat the treat. And as far as the toy, she would throw the toy and was like, if the statement is true, go fetch the toy and bring it back. If not, don't fetch the toy. So it was really funny, but I don't know what's wrong with either of them at this point and why they are doing all of this. I'm happy they're doing it because I am thoroughly entertained by the nonsense. But oh my god, I just don't understand what is happening. Where and when does it end? I just don't know. But it has to at some point. They're gonna have to come to some type of resolution by the end of this season because I don't want to see this shit next season. I mean, y'all don't even need to be coming back in next season. I keep saying Carlos needs to just hang Huntsville up and work on some different franchises. Not a lot of people were that happy with Detroit, and that is his hometown. So I know he wants to keep that going. So he's gonna have to bring that up a notch, and he's gonna have to have these black excellent couples get a little rough because y'all is coming behind some ratchet ones who started off as Black excellence for 2-3 episodes, and then we knew what it was after that for sure. And then as far as DC, Carlos, like, what the hell is you doing? Like, where is it? What are you doing? What are we? When are we getting it? What you trying to do, player? Come on, can we get it? Are we getting it? I just don't know.
Maybe the people who, because it's labeled scripted reality TV now. Maybe they had to wait for the writers strike to be over.
Baby.
Baby girl, I was thinking the exact same thing. You got these 40 and below ladies being led by whatever, however old that lady is, which clearly she's got to be 10 or 15, 20 years older than them.
I knew I was going to do that ugly laugh. That's why I had to excuse my presence for a second. My God, BB, why? Why? See, I wasn't even going to bring this up. I was going to let it slide. I was going to let it be what it was, let it do what it do. But here you go, talking this shit right here, and now we got to address it. Oh, my goodness. So I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I could say something. I don't even know what to say about this because why? I don't know who she was. I don't know who knew her. Mel knew her, or where she came from. I don't know. Giving out t-shirts. Mel wore the t-shirt. I guess she, I don't know. But
well, I think she gave Mel and Kimmy t-shirts because she ain't want their boobies flopping all over the place, because she ain't give Tisha one. And I looked at that and I was like, oh, okay, because Tisha's all covered up here and she had on a more secure sports bra type shirt or whatever.
Yeah, she was more secure. He was giving me Cynthia Bailey energy, no purpose. Bye, Kimmy girl. Look, Kimmy is just trying to get her strength back and recover, BB. Give her some time, okay? Just give her a moment. She just went through a hard time. Let her get back to herself. Let that chemo and all that stuff wear off of the body, because it never really do. The chemo is gonna fuck with your body for the rest of your life. The chemo fucks with my body till this day. And I didn't know that chemo was going to fuck with my body for the rest of my life until 2 years ago. I'm like, oh, this is why some of this shit is happening to me. Because I had to go through the chemotherapy too with my cancer. So, yeah, that shit is hard to come back through for a second. So, give her time.
But I have a question, because, I came to the party late. Before the cancer, what was her purpose?
I mean, her and none whatsoever. Before that, it was just about Maurice not getting sex, which is still which is still one of the things that they're talking about. But she, I mean, I guess you're right. But
I just be asking the questions.
Maybe she'll come back a new bitch. Maybe she'll have a purpose when she come back. I guess she didn't have much of a her purpose is, though, she is the mediator. Kimmy is the mediator. Kimmy has been the mediator. Even though she has had her moments, she still is the one that can be the common ground and be the mediator. So that's what Kimmy gives, because without Kimmy, there wouldn't be a bridge to piss on. Gotcha. With some of these girls.
Yeah, and I can rock with that.
Yep. But I was more surprised, even seeing Mel, Kimmy, and Tisha together, because it was never a moment where Mel and Tisha just said, okay, let's drop the BS and let's be cool again. And here now we are sitting on the floor together doing exercises, hot and sweating with no makeup. And so it was just like, okay, I didn't get the memo for this, but it just came out of nowhere. So I'm just like, okay, but whatever. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flow with it. It is what it is. Right. I don't even care. Facts. Thank you, my love. Thank you. I'm glad I'm here too. Bone collector, that was her purpose. She would deflect Maurice's issue. Damn, baby. No, but you see, I put that up in there. It's baby be catching shit. Baby be catching shit. But what else happened? Oh yeah, so how y'all feel about Martell having a hissy fit that Neil want to go to Mel party? Now he should know by now that Mel is gonna celebrate everything that is detaching herself from him and her marriage with him and her life with him and everything, and she is gonna rub it in his face. So I don't know why he acting all brand new like this wasn't gonna happen. Now he sat up here and tried to have the Fletchers come to court and speak on his behalf. But he mad that they want to go to a freaking party changing his name. Like, why do you feel like you have the were they his friends first or something? Like,
I don't know, but let me tell you something. Regardless about the hissy fit, what was embarrassing is you sitting up here having an argument with Nell, throwing up Mel's cheating, and ask her about it. Ask her. Who cares? She ain't sleeping with Mel. You know what I'm saying? That to me, I was just thrown all the way off at that point. Like, are you serious right now? Are you truly serious right now that you like don't be yelling at me for cheating? Because Mel cheated too with multiple guys. She cheated first. Like, what?
Yeah, it's just like, just hang it up at this point, Martell. If she did or didn't, I know you've been trying to put that out there forever, but nobody care anymore. And even if she did, so what? She ain't get pregnant. You ain't got a girl pregnant. I mean,
several times.
When people are in a marriage and there's some type of agreement, you do what you do, I do what I do, but neither of us gonna bring back no kids or no STDs. That's always usually the plan going forward, and don't let nobody know. Those three things.
Yeah, and then what BB say? How you planning a renaming party? Effing stupid, but claim you didn't open the paperwork. First of all, do you really think that they was gonna tell you no? You know what I'm saying? Like, what court is gonna say you married this man, so you got to be stuck with his name forever? If Chad Johnson can go change his name to Chad Ocho Cinco, why you can't change your name back to your legal name before you was married? You stupid as hell, making it seem like, what was they gonna tell you? No? Oh, I haven't opened the paperwork yet. Girl, you know it was just formal to open the paperwork, and you can legally go down to the Social Security office and get a new Social Security number. You can legally go down to the DMV now and get you a correct driver's license. It's a fucking formality. You sitting up there making it seem like I haven't opened the paperwork yet. In what country, city, universe, or whatever was they not going to give you your name back?
Right. You could have went there
and changed your name to Tina Turner. You could have went changed your name to Rainbow Sunshine. You could have changed your name to whatever the hell it was. As long as, I think the only thing is you can't change your name to something that's hateful or whatever, or some or racist or something, or a racial slur. You can't change your name to something weird like that. But if you wanted to change your name to Moondoggy, they would have let you do it. So, girl, sit down, have several seats, have a theater full of fucking seats. Sorry.
Well, tell us how you really feel, Dina.
I just don't like stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Or when they trying to play in your face and make the audience you know what I'm saying, dumb, like we're done.
Well, she knew that was gonna get a reaction out of Martell, and that is what Mel is still
Well,
all about.
I get
That
the
is the
party.
one petty thing still going on with her. Yes, she's been great this second half of the season, but she's still.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Look, listen here. I get the whole, you know what I'm saying? I get the whole party thing. I ain't tripping. You can have a party for whatever reason you want to have a party for. I get that. What I don't like is trying to make the audience stupid, thinking that there was a chance in hell they wasn't going to give you your name back, and then like we wasn't going to put two and two together, that you sitting there looking at printed invitations and menus and everything that you done already spent this money on, but you ain't opened the paperwork till your mama got there. That's the most retarded bullshit I've ever seen or heard.
But can I play devil's advocate for just a second?
Move.
I mean, I think it might have not been the fact that she didn't think that it was going to happen. It's just that it finally was able to happen because she hasn't been able to all this time because of the court stuff. And so now that all of that is done and over with, so she was finally able to do it after 2 years. So I think that could be it. If it ain't it, she needs to run with that because that's the only thing that can help at this point. But yeah, but still, you knew once it was done and everything that it was gonna happen. And I don't see why having a party is such a big deal. But I guess you could have like drinks or whatever, call it what it is. But I just think we know because it was filmed and we was seen. I mean, maybe it wasn't big deal. I want to see how big of a deal this party is.
Girl, they having it in her backyard.
Well, she live on a mountain, so it might be nice, big, and grand and glorious. We'll know. We'll see.
I mean, look, she got some nice invitations and she got her little menu and all this other stuff laid out. Okay, I get it. But I'm just, I mean,
he's gonna be over it anyway because when they go to that little trip together with the cowboy shits and everything, he's fine. He okay, all right. He just needs something to bitch about, and she just needs something to be petty about. They both still ain't moved on completely in the right way, per se. Luckily, we're just not seeing, they still doing their thing, having a thing. We just ain't seeing it play out in scene after scene every week anymore like we did season 4.
Right. But I mean, it is what it is. You gotta have, and I don't know why people tripping off her having the renaming party, because people didn't have parties for every freaking thing possible. You know what I'm saying? We had, and don't get me wrong when I say this, because I support cancer awareness and all that stuff. But we had the remission party, or the last chemo, whatever, I can't remember. We had all the video release parties for all day music and stuff. We didn't had parties to celebrate girls coming into womanhood and learning about their bodies. We didn't had, and this is just from the seasons that I've watched. You know what I'm saying? Like they come up with any reason to have a party. We didn't have a sip and see for the baby. Like, I don't know where this sip and see baby mess came from, because you if that's the case, you should have had a baby shower after you had the baby. Then y'all get some damn what you call them people, party planners that get the party started on time.
All right, yeah. The party wasn't quite together when it was beginning. Correct. Yeah, I remember that now. Whoops. I mean, hey, you tried, I guess. If you were a housewife, they would have had that shit on deck on Bravo. They don't play that shit.
Right. Oh, they done had some issues over there too with Phaedra Goodline ass. Don't know when she got pregnant. because you was getting pregnant on an air mattress.
Check that out. Well, damn. Right. Okay, did we miss anything? Is that where all the highlights were? Nothing happened else, Stormy? Or I was very pleased with Marcel when he brung up the whole moment where he acknowledged that he was wrong for saying what he said to Stormy and they had a moment and all of this good stuff. He had a good moment there. And I'll give him that. But their bedroom is way too small. Her
And
makeup
that closet, all I'm gonna say is that closet.
Like she got too much makeup right there. That shouldn't be right there. It takes up too much of the space, and I don't know if that's Marcel's side or not.
Aren't they in the 3-bedroom apartment? That's not their regular bedroom.
No, it's not. But still, they need something a little bigger. Y'all didn't downsize enough. Y'all need to downsize enough, or you teach you to take that big ass makeup kit out the bedroom. That don't need to be in there. Parties for no reason. Like I told my friend, no, I'm not going to your effing gender reveal. I don't care if I want to see the baby. I'll visit. I'm not wasting my time. You know what? There's always, because you have the baby, you have the gender reveal, you have the baby shower, you have the sipping scene. 3 parties for a baby.
You supposed to do the gender reveal with the baby shower, but people just want to have parties to be having parties for no damn reason.
Yes.
So now they doing the gender reveal, they doing the baby shower, they doing the sip and see. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I ain't got to see the little scrawny ugly thing, but one time, you know what I'm saying?
Right, it ain't gonna remember none of this shit.
None of it.
None.
That's why I just be sending the gift and sitting at home.
Yes, like
where is you registered at? Okay, I'm gonna go to Amazon or Target or Babies R Us or wherever you say you registered. You know what I'm saying? I usually put my little $50 limit, and that includes tax and shipping and handling. And I'm gonna send you on something, because now I got to find an outfit. I got to wrap the damn gift. I got to drop over there. I got to eat that nasty ass baby shower food. I got to play the same.
Pretend you like all the people that's there. Right. Pretend that you really want to be there. You know, it just becomes too much.
If I actually show up to something like that, I fucks with you. But other than that, you getting a gift.
For real, I got to really love you. Like, if you ain't family, and hardly all the family, and the close family at that, you know, if you ain't the close family, like, don't even count on me. I'm sorry, because I'm sure not about to take the day off for you. Like, I got to work. I ain't got time for this. I work weekends sometimes, so I ain't got time to be doing all of this shit. Speaking of weekends, I'm so mad. So my birthday is on Easter this coming up, and I really will be pissed off if I have to work it, because I believe this is my weekend off on my birthday. I will be so pissed.
Girl, you better, you know what they say, you better use that PTO, prepare the others.
Prepare the others. Yeah. But if I do, I'm fine. I'm going to just take 2 days off after that.
Yeah, we still need to do our big birthday bash for you.
I know. And we will. Okay, what happens next week? Tiffany comes into play again, right? I believe.
She's was it Stormy questioning her about the interview with Carlos King, I think, and then we had the actual party, and I was waiting because Nell was reliving her little incident with Martell, and I was just waiting on her to say, and girl, you know, he said you cheated first with multiple men, so what's the deal with that? I was waiting on that to come, but it wasn't. So I'm just wondering when she gonna ask Mel about the her end of the cheating or whatever.
I think that happens when they be at that rodeo thing. I think.
Yeah, because I remember seeing somewhere when they did like the what happens this season, the real, quick whatever.
Yep.
That there was something about males cheating because she's like, so now we also figured out that it was Fletcher who cheated because she said, she made a comment, you and I feel the same way about cheating as with Fletcher as with you. And then Martell said something. He was like, did you cheat? And she said no. And so remember, they was having that thing, and they said they did have infidelity in their marriage. And then when she said something about who cheated, then that's when Marceau kind of shut the whole conversation down or whatever. So now we know it was Fletcher who cheated.
Mm-hmm.
In case y'all didn't,
you didn't know it was Fletcher. Look at Fletcher. I mean, look at Fletcher. He looked like the type. Look at him. I feel like he might be cheating out now. He think he the shit out here now that he on TV and stuff. Now better be watching out.
Raggedy ass TikTok videos.
And now remember, speaking of the Fletchers, so we see them have that whole entire scene coming up. So I think the Fletchers trying to come in and be a part of the show now.
Oh yeah, with their family dinner, which is why Martell was bringing that raggedy ass wine over there that he can't see. He can't seem to.
One of the bottles is mine. One of the bottles is mine. That's all.
Girl, Nell and their family over there drinking your wine, girl.
Don't piss me off, Art.
Honestly, I believe the only one they have is whatever they produce to put on the damn show. Otherwise, they would send people they goddamn wine. It ain't the damn calendar. The calendar states it don't. You got to pick it up or anything. Like, how the fuck you selling a calendar that you only ship locally? Like that's
so retarded. Stupid. That's so stupid. So stupid.
The more and more when I speak it out loud, the more and more this shit is so damn retarded.
It is. It makes no sense. I am completely just about it all. But we shall see. We shall see. So that will do it for tonight's episode recap. Ooh. Now I am about to go watch Big Brother and see what is going on. I do not know if Jag is going to evict Matt or evict Mama Fee, but I'm ready to see. And, tomorrow me and Dina will be back on this channel for Mayhem Monday. We will be starting the first 2 episodes of season 6. Oh, my goodness. This is so bad. This is very bad. I forgot how depressing the first episode of season 6 was. But we will be back with that for Sons of Anarchy. Okay, make sure you come through and come fuck with us for a little bit. And Tuesday we will be back on Dina's channel and we will be doing Baddies East. Okay?
And the reunion.
And the reunion
for Jocelyn's Cabaret New York, which will definitely be at least 2 parts.
That is going to be. Oh, I'm ready for that. I am ready. It is going down, y'all. That's going to be the thing. So make sure, if you have not already, you are subscribed to Dina's channel and you hit that notification bell so you do not miss a beat. Okay? Anything else going on, Miss Dina?
Nope, that's it.
That's all. Well, everybody, thank y'all for coming out tonight. It has been a ball. Let's see. 54 minutes. See, I said it was going to be on here for a quick, short period of time, but
we had to have a drug education program for the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, I mean, that is. But thanks for watching, y'all. It's been real up in this piece, and we will see y'all later. We out this now.